Ray Lalonde returned for his 5th game on Jeopardy! He won a 4-day total of $95,300. As explained in the previous video, a win today will put him in the Tournament of Champions, and he could be the first official Tournament of Champions qualifier since Chris Pannulo. Michael Voss from Canada. Ken Jennings' instruction was, "Welcome to Jeopardy! Our champion Ray Lalonde locked in a 4th victory with his win yesterday, and he could give himself a spot in the Tournament of Champions with another win today. Personally, I can't think of a better present to celebrate the holidays with, but I'm sure Mary and Michael would be equally excited with a win of their own." One of the categories was quotable Shakespeare plays. Since it's quotable Shakespeare plays, I'm sure Ray would know this being a scenic artist. Let's see if I know these. If chance will have me king, why chance may crown me? What is Macbeth? As he was valiant, I honor him, but as he was ambitious, I slew him. After Ray answered, "What is Julius Caesar?" Ken told him, "Yes, Brutus speaking. How dost thou, Benedict, the married man? What is much ado about nothing? She hangs upon the cheek of night like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear." I felt bad for Mary. She buzzed and answered, "What is Merchant of Venice?" which is incorrect. And then Ray buzzed and answered, "What's Romeo and Juliet?" which is correct. The very next question was, "A pound of that same merchant's flesh is thine." After Ray answered, "What is Merchant of Venice?" Ken told him, "Yes, Mary was early." Michael got the first daily double. He made it a true daily double, got it right, and went to $3,200. Annie of Bilbao. This town was the site of tragedy on April 26, 1937, when 1/3 of its people were killed or wounded in a German attack. The answer was Guernica. On December 16, 1773, this body of water sipped on 342 chests of tea formerly belonging to the British East India Company. The answer was the Boston Harbor. Now, why does the date look familiar? Well, this came up on the second daily double in Double Jeopardy on Mateo Roach's 20th game. The question was, the Beaver, the Dartmouth, and the Eleanor were ships involved in this December 16, 1773 incident. The Beaver, not that Beaver, the Dartmouth, and the Eleanor were ships involved in this December 16, 1773 incident. The answer was the Boston Tea Party, as the date gave it away. That took her to $12,600. A similar question also came up on the final Jeopardy round in Erica Hossack's 3rd game. The question was, a participant in the 1773 event recalled, "Some of our numbers jumped into the hold. I never labored harder in my life." The final Jeopardy category was American history. The question was, a participant in this 1773 event recalled, "Some of our numbers jumped into the hold. I never labored harder in my life." The answer was the Boston Tea Party. Didn't I just say one of the questions from earlier was recycled from one of Enrique's final Jeopardy rounds? Well, this final Jeopardy question was recycled from one of the daily doubles Mateo Roach answered in the 20th game. The comment I posted was, the Beaver, the Dartmouth, and the Eleanor were ships involved in this December 16th, 1773 incident. This question was very similar to the second daily double in Mateo Roach's 20th game. Mateo Roach was a 23-game champion, and Erica Hossack was a 6-game champion, and both were some of the strongest players in season 38, and this year overall. There's only a week left until the year ends. I wonder if this suggests anything about Ray's run. Not as famous as its chess-playing descendant, in 1962, an IBM 7094 beat a champion named Robert Neely at this game. The answer was checkers. An IBM also came up in the first semifinal game of the Tournament of Champions. Michael entered the first round winning $7,600. Ray was in second place at $5,000, and Mary was in third place at -$200. One of the Double Jeopardy categories was the classic song in question. Just yesterday, the final Jeopardy category was classic songs. Feel free to do the SNL head bopping as you say, but do not sing this Hadaway hit, "Baby Don't Hurt Me No More." Ray buzzed and answered, what is love? What is love? Ken told him, what is love? I never heard so many what is. The audience laughed. So now I have a question. Well, 2 questions. Could Ray have still just answered, what is love, if the song is already in the form of a question? Or would he still need to say, what is love? Second, would Ken have still said, I never heard so many what is if Ray didn't stutter? He got both daily doubles. Michael got the first daily double in Double Jeopardy. He waited $4,000, got it right, and went to $14,000. The 1889 death of Archduke Rudolph, the heir apparent to the Austro-Hungarian throne, put this man next in line after Rudy's uncle. Oops. The answer was Franz Ferdinand, who also came up on David Sibley's second game. This is technically also the second daily double in this game to have been about a 20th century war. I mean, what else was Franz Ferdinand known for? calling them the friendly islands for the welcome he received. This British explorer arrived in Tonga in 1773. The answer was Captain Cook, who was also the answer to the Final Jeopardy question on Brian Chang's fourth game, the tiebreaker between him and Jack Weller. This is also the second question in today's game to ask about the year 1773. Ray got the second daily double in Double Jeopardy. He wagered $3,000, got it right, and went to $18,800. A June 1942 naval battle is named for this Pacific island whose name indicates its position between America and Asia. The answer was Midway. All three daily doubles were related to the 20th Century War. That's crazy. Michael ended Double Jeopardy winning $18,400. Mary was in third place at $3,000, and Ray was in the lead at $19,200. Ken pointed out that Mary could still sneak in there. The Final Jeopardy category was Children's Lit. The question was, the title object of this book never looked more beautiful. Each strand held dozens of bright drops of early morning dew. The answer was Charlotte's Web. Yes, C.B. White's classic. Charlotte's Web also came up on Maria O'Neill's third game. Michael and Ray answered correctly. Michael wagered $801, taking him to the lead by $1. Ray wagered $17,700, taking a score to $36,900, which the audience gasped at. He's now at a 5-day total of $132,200. Ray was interviewed in the winner's circle. Ray sways his way to 5. This also reminds me, Ray has been criticized for swaying when he plays. Similar to when Gregory Scruggs swayed in Megan Law Express's second game, this is something I wouldn't have noticed if viewers never brought it up. I of course don't mind it because it could stem from certain physical conditions. Ray looks older, so that might also be a factor. Either way, I love seeing Ray play. Ray sway and play. Sarah asked Ray if he could believe he was a 5-game champion. He said he can't. She asked what his feelings are to be in the next Tournament of Champions. Ray answered, "That's so far into the future, I can't even think about it. A little while back, I won my first game and I thought, that's it, I've done everything I wanted to. This is fabulous. I could dine on this for the rest of my life." If there wasn't so much going on in my personal life, I would have joked, "It's only less than a year, Ray." Sarah then compared Ray to Matea since they're both Canadian. Ray said he'd love to meet Matea and that he has a long way to catch up to her win streak. Sarah also compared Ray's knowledge of American history to Matea's knowledge of American history. Ray's family came up, which Ray thanked his parents for their knowledge, and it was reminded that Ray has a twin brother auditioning for Jeopardy! Sarah mentioned there have never been two brothers in a single tournament, which only reminded me how close a similar situation came when Kristen and Keira Donegan played around the same time. Both had the potential to be in the Tournament of Champions. The anecdote concluded after Ray mentioned the birthmark is the only way he and his identical brother could be told apart. Sarah congratulated him on 5 victories. Congratulations, Ray. Can he win his 6th game tomorrow? And as always, thank you for watching.